Why am I nervous when speaking in public? These are one of the most frequently asked questions that I get. So I wanted to address that today and how you can overcome it because it's actually quite simple. When you are nervous, most likely it's because the it has like three things. You are not prepared, you are not primed, and you didn't practice. So let me address all of these threes. Most of the time when we are nervous is because we don't know what we are talking about very well. We are not primed the right way with our for our mind mostly, and that means we probably have negative self-talk. So what you want to do first of all is prime yourself. If you know that you have to speak in public, that you have to do a presentation, you got to prime yourself mentally. By that, I mean, make sure to have positive self talk. Oh, I'll get it. I will get it done. I will learn it. I will be good. I am good when I'm up on stage or wherever you are, right? So, all these kind of talks. But most importantly, is you got to prepare. Most people are nervous because they are not prepared enough. And that, my friend, is something that you can, probably see in your own life when you talk about something that you know so very well and you talk with your friends. You're probably not nervous talking about it. Maybe your friend asks you something. Oh, can you explain this and this? Of course, I can do that, right? And you're not nervous. On the other hand, okay, let me give you an example actually. So I am not good in fixing cars. I have no clue. But if somebody would ask me, Sabine, go on stage now and talk about how you fix a, I don't even know the terminology. See, this is how good I am. How to change a battery. Okay. I would be like, oh God, I would be so nervous because I have no idea. Um, well, uh, and maybe even somebody will tell me a few things about it. Oh, okay, I can do it, but I don't know. And just that fact gets me very nervous, right? But if somebody says, hey, Sabine, can you do a live and talk about public speaking fears, or how to overcome nervousness? I'm here. I'm just speaking off the cuff. Because you see, I talked about it so many times. I know it. I applied it. I taught it. You see, that's one of the reasons why you are not nervous. You can talk about it. So you got to be prepared. So now let me give you a few tips. Say you have to prepare a presentation and there is something coming up in the future that you have to speak in front of people. Maybe it's your team that you're working with. Maybe it's in a networking event. Whatever it is, here are the key points in preparation. You got to memorize the points. And in some instances, people even memorize the whole talk. Now, here are a few pros and cons when you write a script and memorize it. The cons, when you memorize something, it could sound memorized, right? The pro is you know exactly what you want to talk about and you have it memorized, so you're not losing yourself in going in many different directions. Okay? So the best of both worlds would be if you write it down and sort of memorize it, but not word for word, but you know exactly the structure. This is what I say at the beginning, this is what I say in the middle, and this is what I say at the end. Now, if you memorize one thing, I would recommend you memorize the beginning and the end, the first couple sentences, because this is what people remember. They remember the beginning and they will see you when you end. So, and if those things are strong, everything in the middle can be a little bit wobbly, right? So, with that said, you don't have to write everything out, but definitely write the first two, three sentences and the last one. You also need to know exactly why you give this presentation and what you want your audience to take away from it. Could be a call to action. Hey, go there, do this, whatever, right? But that's important too. And then you write it down. And for some people, it's enough to just write bullet points. And they remember, oh, these are the bullet points, and I can talk about it. And then you practice. Go and just go in your room or in front of your cat or your dog and just give that presentation, right? Because the more we do it, the more comfortable we feel. Now, when it comes to the day that you actually do the presentation, will you be a little nervous? Yes, we all are. Even the most polished speaker, you always a little bit nervous, but this is the good nervousness, right? That kicks in that adrenaline, and you are alert. Bam, you go on stage or you start speaking, and then it'll disappear. So the good nervousness before you go on stage is there, and that is for you to be focused and really present. But if you are so nervous because I don't know if I don't remember, and you're hyperventilating, and you speak so fast that nobody understands you because of that nervousness, that is not good. But when you prepare the right way, as I just laid out, then you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Just how you can overcome nervousness when speaking in public. And that is, got to prime yourself mentally, saying, I can do it. I'm good. I'm good. Yep. I'll am prepared. I can do it. I'm going to give a good presentation. Just beef yourself up a little bit, right? And avoid the negative self-talk. And especially, what if I forget the lines? Oh, what if? Oh, what if? So make sure you prime yourself mentally in a positive way. And then you can also prime yourself physically to get ready. It could be doing some jumping jacks to get the energy up, and doing some deep breathing to relax a little bit before you go on stage, right? That is one of the acting exercises we do all the time as performers. That's my background. I used to be a stage and TV actress in Germany before I started my own business here in the United States. But what we've learned before going on stage, especially on opening night, there's always that nervousness, right? So you just have a deep breathing, the belly breathing, right? So breathe into your belly. It's just to give you a picture. So that's kind of a deep breathing. And that also will help you calm your nerves. And then number two, prepare. Preparation is everything. So the more you prepare, you have everything written out or bullet points, the better you're off. And then the last thing, practice. You got to practice a couple of times to get really familiar with the content and also get familiar with, maybe you practice on camera, right? Or on a stage or just in front of your empty furniture, no matter what, but go through that presentation a couple of times and you are already much more relaxed when it's time for your presentation. So I hope this helped you. And if you liked it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe If you want to hear more tips about public speaking and how you can communicate better and communicate with strength and confidence. My name is Sabine Quenberg. My company is Impact Communication Coaching, and I hope that you will take a few of these things and apply it when you do your next presentation.